Hello, everyone. I'm your host, Sukriti Aduvanshi, and I'm here with a podcast episode that will cover the much talked about scaling and automation of businesses. So, scaling and automation are two significant components of any business design. With so much technological innovation around the world, it's imperative for businesses to have their models automated. So, I'm going to speak with one of the leading technology brands which changed the landscape with a lot of tech innovations and advancement. What started as a way to tap a button to get a ride has led to billions of moments of human connection as people around the world go to all kinds of places in all kinds of ways with the help of their technology. It's none other than Uber. And today I'm in conversation with a guest speaker who leads the global scaled solutions, runs scaled programs for Uber Tech across mobility, delivery, advanced technologies, freight, and more. She runs a multifunctional, multi location organization spread across India, the US, Netherlands, Hong Kong, and Mexico. The team covers capabilities such as localization, engineering services, data analytics, QA, machine learning ops, map editing, risk operations, and many more. Folks, please join me in welcoming Megha Yatharke, Senior Director, Program Management at Uber. Welcome to the show, Megha.
Thank you, Sukriti. Really glad to be on this podcast and excited to be discussing about scaling and automating processes and businesses. Looking
It's,
forward to it.
it's an absolute pleasure for me here, also, Megha. I'm looking forward to an interesting conversation that unfolds the scaling and automation of businesses today. So let's get on with the questions quickly. What is the idea and role behind scaling and automation of processes at Uber?
Yeah, I think for any business, the idea behind scaling and automation, of course, is multifold. It starts with thinking about the customer and how do you enhance the customer experience. So imagine being able to do an activity instantly through automation and technology instead of waiting for hours or days with human intervention. And that's the magic that technology brings into processes. The second part of this is, for Uber as a business, we operate in 10,000 plus cities. Our business is global in nature, and so are our processes. So how do we scale our business efficiently and globally really quickly? And that scalability part is brought together by automation and technology. So instead of constantly only thinking about adding people to the problem, we kind of complement that with technology solutions, automations, and platform solutions that can help us scale sooner and bring the best of our product and services to more cities, more customers, much more sooner. And in addition to that, of course, as a business, you want to grow sustainably. And that is possible only if you make processes faster, better, and cheaper. And this is only possible, especially at a transformational scale, only if you invest in technology and automation. And the beauty of adding tech and automation here, it's not just going to help save cost, but improve your productivity, your turnaround time, your quality, and so on. And that's only possible with tech.
Right, Megha, and I feel we are at the very critical edge of this transformation, where the entire automation process is going to play a very important role for any organization or any business. Considering the kind of environment we have started living in. So, getting on to the next one, how did automation and scaling contribute amid the pandemic?
Yeah, I think the pandemic has been, in a way, actually encouraging more innovation around automation and scaling of processes, because in a lot of these cases, you're not able to provide that in-person kind of support and service and so on. And so technology has really come to the rescue. And in other words, like technology has helped serve millions of customers in a much more seamless fashion. And specifically talking about my team, Global Scale Solutions, and we call it GSS internally, has really been at the forefront of transforming many novel ideas into workable solutions. I mean, for example, we did launch a mask detection technology on Uber platform during the pandemic. And behind the scenes, what you need to build an algorithm and a machine learning model like that is a bunch of training data set. And in this case, our machine learning operations team helped provide that training data set for mask detection. Again, as soon as the pandemic started, we had to make our customers, both riders and the earners, whether it's drivers and couriers, aware of the challenges of navigating a pandemic environment, as well as stay up to date about the new offerings, Are the services closed? What are the safety guidelines? Are there more earnings opportunities, and so on? And that needed us to scale our localization capability and make sure all of our products, marketing, and support material is available in almost 48 plus different languages. And that meant like running hundreds of localization projects. Again, what came to help there is a lot of our investment in machine translations, translation memory, in addition to, of course, the linguistic intelligence that humans bring. As cities started shutting down, we had to identify which are the containment zones, which parts of the cities are in quarantine, and so on, and how do you update and keep our maps up to date with the current local guidelines. And GSS was involved in editing maps and updating it for map closures in over 150 different cities. So it was a range of work in a lot of technology, whether it is automation, machine learning, optical character recognition, were all implemented in terms of helping scale this. In addition, at the same time, we saw the growth of our delivery business, especially Uber Eats, and so onboarding a lot more restaurants meant scaling processes such as menu uploads and so on. And GSS played a critical role in helping do that. In addition to that, of course, there are all of the processes like testing, data analytics, payments integrations, etc., helping accelerate that digital evolution curve. And these are many ways that my team and Uber in general has helped stay forward and move the industry forward during the pandemic.
Wonderful. And I feel this is some great work being done in terms of providing the right customer service, because, it is really delighting experience for the customers also to have a process which is more defined and more automated, which quickly acts upon the requirements, right? So I think this is partially beneficial for everyone. Moving on to the next one, Megha, what are the cutting edge technologies Uber is using for seamless operations and to propel scaling and automation processes?
Yeah, I mean, just on your comment right before this question, Sukriti, I think it's interesting that you mention about making the customer experience better, because a lot of times these behind the scenes operations can actually add friction to the customer experience, and bringing in technology kind of makes you not even realize that that process exists, right? So it makes it magical and almost non-existent because you're bringing technologies to the foray. And to your question about what cutting edge technologies we use, there are a range of them. I mean, at the top, like we do have, the emerging technologies are, the front runners, and now that we speak about in terms of MLA and AI technologies, whether it is computer vision, natural language processing, and so on. And those are used in various processes, whether it is having things like chatbots or automating document processing or image recognition efforts and so on. So a lot of these ML AI technologies are used. In addition, as you think about any process, especially the ones that are manual in nature, there's a lot of tooling effort that is involved. And in many cases, these processes and use cases may be really complex. So the other thing that we do from a technology standpoint is how do you simplify tooling even for complex use cases? And the way we think about it is through our tooling platform called Fractal, where we've componentized many of these elements of operational tooling. And so that helps us scale and improve our efficiency with a lot of these processes. The other advantage for a team like ours that works across lines of businesses within Uber, whether it's mobility, delivery, freight, core services, and so on, is that you have the vantage point of looking at common needs and solutions across the company, and therefore can build platform solutions. So thinking about technologies in terms of a platform is the other mindset that we bring to the foray. And very simple examples are tools for data annotation that fuel machine learning, or work orchestration that's important for any operational process, and so on. So our technology spectrum ranges from simplifying tooling and componentizing them to ML and AI and everything in between. And we use a combination of these technology and optimally utilize human intelligence to scale our businesses and scale our programs that enable all of the seamless experience you see.
Right. So, how will these technologies that you spoke about help in redefining the mobility industry, Megha?
Yeah. So if you really look at Uber and in the context of the mobility industry, there are two daily activities that we really help transform, right? One is helping a person go from point A to point B, or helping a person get something from point A to point B, and that could be a food delivery or a grocery delivery and so on, right? So both these interactions basically have the mobility element to it. And if you think about this experience, there are several operational touch points you could have as you go through this experience on an Uber app, right? Like, for example, when you take a trip, the first thing you would choose is, where should you go? Like ensuring the place is accurate for the pickup and drop off. And so behind the scenes, you need to curate and make sure these places are accurate. As you take the route, like whether it is a courier or a driver, they need to follow a route that is suggested by our app. And how do we make sure that turn restrictions, navigation, and so on is accurate as you take this trip in real time? And as you experience the product day in and day out, how can you make sure that the product works as intended? So there's the quality element. And then plus in the language of your choice, because like I mentioned earlier, we operate in thousands of cities across the globe. And then in addition to that, okay, enabling all of this to happen seamlessly is like your fraud checks, your safety checks, as being able to show data real time, like your estimated time, etc. Right? So I mentioned like some of these interactions just to give you the context of each of these simple elements of looking at an ETA or dropping a pin seems very simple, but behind the scenes, there's a lot of scaled programs enabling this. And the only way you can actually make this feel like what the user is feeling today, like basically like a non-existent operational process, is by leveraging technology to scale these operations. And that's what we always do. So it's not just about removing friction here, but making it seamless and making it feel like these touch points don't even exist. And so that's basically just making today's mobility options enhanced, seamless, and the experience that you're seeing today, like click of a button and go anywhere or get anything. But if you think about the future mobility innovations, we are already seeing multiple investments in that area, right? Whether it's autonomy and self-driving or multimodal, like you don't just need to take a cab from point A to point B. You may take a scooter and then transit option like a metro and so on, and then maybe hop on to a high capacity vehicle and so on. So you may take a multimodal option, and both autonomy and multimodal are growing in prominence and investment like across the industry. And if you look at what powers this, there's a lot of technology operations. And that's whether it is curating data, editing maps, machine learning operations to create the training data sets for the ML innovation around this and so on. So teams like ours that bring in the best of both the worlds, like technology and the operations muscle, will help actually accelerate this journey and definitely help shape the future of mobility in many, many ways.
Wonderful. I'm sure that the technologies we've been working around is going to actually simplify the entire process for us, in the coming time. Okay, this is the last one that I have. What is the roadmap ahead for the GSS team? Any important upcoming projects that you would like to talk about?
Yeah, I mean, when I think about the roadmap, right, like and I zoom out, like less specific on the projects, but more on our vision and roadmap. There are two elements. Like GSS is basically an amalgamation of technology and operations. So on the technology side, our focus is how do we really innovate on our technology muscle, like automation, tooling, et cetera, that we're just talking about. But we have specific targets to completely automate, tens of processes just in this half of the year and going into the next couple of years as well, while also leveraging the human intelligence for deeper insight generation. So that will help shape how our product roadmaps look like, how the experience look like, and so on, right? So really eliminating work that can be in order to focus our human intelligence on deeper insight generation and roadmap building. On the operations itself, I think the pandemic has challenged us in many ways on thinking about different operating models. So we're talking about hybrid, remote, flexible, crowdsourcing, and so on. So definitely we are also innovating in many ways on the operations model and the spectrum around that. And then in addition to that, like our internal focus is how do we build industry-leading software and services. Of course, we do need to cater to the scaling of Uber as a business, but in addition to that, can we actually shape the way forward for the capabilities we are building as an organization and as a team? So that means like really staying ahead of the curve. And an example of where we've already done that is machine learning operations, where whether it's technology or operations and how we look at things on quality, precision recall, productivity, and so on and so forth. We truly believe we are like best in class. But expanding that capability of software and services across the spectrum of operations that we run. And in addition, being the backbone of Uber scale programs and new areas of businesses that we are investing in by helping them become faster, better, more efficient, and more accessible to our customers worldwide. So overall, I mean, I know I kind of gave it a broader spin around this, but really our vision is like bigger and bolder to transform a lot of the scale programs and operations with a combination of like amazing technology innovation and the coming and cutting edge of like operations models as well.
Fantastic. I'm, really happy to hear about the mind-blowing technology, front work that you guys are doing. And I'm sure it's going to be helpful for your as well as for the entire mobility industry, Megha. It was a pleasure speaking with you. Thank you for sharing your amazing thoughts and insights on scaling and automation.
Thank you. It was a fun conversation and looking forward to learning more in this space.
Thanks, Megha, once
Thank
again,
you.
folks. This brings us to the end of the show. Thank you for your time. See you in the next episode soon. Stay tuned and take care.